morning, well it's afternoon. Joolse here from Joolsedesigns and Creations. So we're back with our tag journal. So we smooshed the papers, we backed them, we cut them into tags, we then stenciled them, I've stitched them, and then we put the tab binding on them, and you can see it's and it just makes it a little bit more flexible, you know, you can bend it. So what I did was I put this was something, a black piece of card that I was doodling on with metallic pens, and I thought I'm going to put that on there, but I didn't have another one to put on the back. So what I decided to do was use a bit of cereal box. So you can see it's from the Quaker, and all I did was I just traced it from this one. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cover it. I should have got this out earlier, but I didn't, and I think I'll use that one. I like that. I like the pair. I like that one as well, but I like that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue stick on it, but I am going to use fabric tack as well, because glue stick alone, because I'm putting it on the cereal box that's got the shiny side, the picture side, so I can decorate the other side with either paint or whatever I want to do with it. I like to doodle and things like that, so I'm just going. In the middle of designing a fairy journal at the moment, an enchanted fairy journal, so I'm drawing lots of toadstool houses, lots of little dragons, and some fairies. So that will probably go out on my coffee store when I get home. So there we are, so there you can see it. And if I'd done the covers, I could have done them like with the, you know, the tabs, the tab binding, but I haven't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I did with the front journal, and I'm just going to put some do you know what, I've just covered that, haven't I? And I'm just going to cover it up. Right, let me think about that, because that to me is a waste of paper. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have that as the back. So I've changed my mind, which we're allowed to. And what I'm doing is I'm just matching that with the front, and then I'm just pressing it down, and then I'm just going to burnish it with this. All right. Okay, and we'll just mop up, and what I'll do is I can doodle around the edges. So there we have a front and back for our journal. Now I would normally put grommets in there for a fastener, but what I want to do is I want to make like tab tops, because it's a tag journal, so I want tab tops on it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the tab top the fastener. I've not decided how I'm going to do it yet, so So here, this was just a piece of vellum, just cut from corner to corner, and I've put it on there. And normally I would do that here. In fact, I think I can. Let me have a look, see how far I put that in. I'm going to put it in a little bit. So just what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it just at this side of the stitch in and then along. Again, if you can get in a straight line, but I can't. I don't know what it is with me and straight lines. So there we are, we have another little pocket, and we'll let that let me have a look at these. I'm going to put some little flower labels. These are the sticky labels that we did. So I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one, in fact what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it halfway and I'm going to bend it round, just so we've got a little bit of a label on the back there, quite like that. So we can then put things, I would wait before you use the pockets, but there you are, there's your pocket. So that's a vellum pocket. So, and you can see, because it's material and it is flexible, so it does move. You're not breaking it, don't worry about it. You're definitely not breaking it. It is wobbly. I'm going to do some pockets on these bits, and what I want to do is I want to use my wallpapers that match the pages. So I have got one with like peaches and oranges, that one with that one, I know that one would, no, see what else I've got. That's pretty. And every time I look at these I think, oh, I like that, I like that. So I think what we'll do is we'll go with that. Or should I go with that? That's too samey, isn't it? No, I'm going to go with this one. So I don't want it right to the edges, I want it in a little bit, so it's 4 inches, so we'll do it in centimetres, so it's just over 100, well 10 centimetres. So if I take it to 9.5, we'll just get that moved out the way a little bit. And do I want that side? Or that side? No, I want it that one. So what did I say? 9.5 centimetres. And what I want to do is I want to put a tall pocket. So I want a tall pocket, and then I want a smaller pocket. So what I'm going to do is, normally I would put that and then put that over. But to save paper, we can put that there, and right, let me have a look. That one there. then we can have that one at the bottom. So we've got 3 pockets. So what I want to do is put these down so that the tops are at all level. Punch my thumb notch, and I am going to ink these. You don't have to ink right down to the bottom of the tall one or the middle one. You don't have to do the bottom, but the small pocket at the very bottom you need to do all round, because that's the one that's going on the top and that's the one that's going to show. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at that and see how I want it. So that is going to go about there. And all I'm doing is I'm just doing the 2 sides with fabric tack, because I'm not going to stitch these on, so I want them to stick on quite well. And I'm just making sure that it's in the middle of the page. It's okay about the tab binders, it's not going to do anything. Then this one, I think we'll have this one a little bit further up. That one needs to go down there. Yeah. And then this one, again, I've got a glue string. I don't want a glue string because if I don't, it'll stick. And what I'm doing is I'm aligning that pocket up with that one and just pressing it down, and I'll use my cloth for anything that's leaking out. And then this one, I mean, if you want to be exact and have the exact amount of space, you can do measurements, but I don't. I just go by eye. And that one you go right the way around, because obviously you want the bottom on this one. And again, I'll line it up with your other pockets. And what I've done is I've used the stitching as my line and the line there. And again, I'm just going to go over the edges and get any excess glue out. And then when you've got your pocket, because this pocket hasn't got, this one will go right down to there, so you can get, you know, that one will go right down to the bottom and that one there. So you can put different size tags in. And I quite like them like that. And I'm going to put some of these, I didn't do any orangey ones, I've just got brown ones. Note to oneself, do some orangey ones. Alright, so I'm putting that over there, because it doesn't matter if it goes over, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to put a square one. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to put a Tracy label on, because I still like me Tracy labels. Got some little teeny tiny ones here. Might as well use these up. This one has a red line, red orangey line, so I'm cutting right to the line. I'm not cutting, it has a bleed outside that you can cut round so that you've got like the red line on the inside, but I'm going to put that there. That one at the bottom. And what's the other one? The other one's a number and it's blue, like a grey blue, so it'll go. And if you don't have any labels, you know, to match, you can make your own with stickers like what I did, and it doesn't have to be a full stamp. It can be any kind of stamp. If you've just got little bits of script stamp or little bits of patterns, that's all you have to put on. And if you go to like the pound shops and the dollar stores, you can get your labels quite inexpensive. And now where am I going to put this one? Don't want it on there. I'm going to put it up here. There we are. So that's that one. So now we've got some nice tag pockets, so we can put some, you know, tickets in here. In fact, I think I've got tickets in here. Yeah, these were a ticket die, so I just cut them out of book page and just stamped on them basically. I'm looking to see if I've got anything else that would go in there. Yes, we have. And what have I got here? Will this fit in here? That'll fit in there. And that will fit in there. And there you've got. And, or you can keep your tags, you know, the whole idea of doing this was like a tag book to keep my tags in, and that's exactly what I'll do. So we've got that one. I want to leave that one. What I want to do is I want to, or maybe put a tuck spot or something, because I want to put photographs or something on that, or just put a vellum pocket that I can slip things in. So it's these ones that we're doing today. So now we want a page that will go, paper that will go with that, and that one is green, and I don't think I've got any green ones. Right, let me have a look. Oh, I have. Let me get in at this. I've got some little snippets of pockets, so I've got that one. I've got this one, that one maybe would look nice, and that would fit nice, but what I'm wanting is a nice long pocket. Pardon me. Do you know, it's always the same. You do a kit because you like the colours, and then when you're looking to use the kit, you've decided to use something else. No, that's a bit too much. I quite like that. Let me have a look. So it's a choice between that and that. And what I want to do is make a kind of envelope. I want to make the envelope that way, so that'll be my phone. Let me able to stand up and have a look. Right. I still like the look at that one. Yeah, I'm going to go for that one. Right, so I'm just going to trim the little white bits off first. The little white edges. And I'm going to take it down to there, so that's that one. So I want that, and then the flap to come over. So I'm going to take it to that point there. See, I don't do any measuring, I just look and see what I like. And that would go there. Yep. So we'll put a little notch in there. And I mean, I normally do it by eye, but I've said this before. If you want to find the middle, just nip that corner. Do it on the white side or a lighter side, and then just put you can see, and then just put that in there, and then we'll just ink round that because it'll get rid of the white edge. And again, and this is quite, I think this is 120 GSM, this is printed on. If it was any less, I would have folded the edge over just to give it a little bit more strength. Like book pages, because they're not they can tend to be a little bit weaker. Okay, now what I want is, I want this to go from there to there, so I'm going to bend this over, and well, when I find my corner rounder, it's in the pile system. Round these corners off, and again I'm just going to just open it a little bit. If you want, you can put another paper on that, or you can print your paper out double, so that you've got, you know, when you lift that up, but I'm not that bothered. And that's what I'm going to do, so I'm going to stick this down. And I want it over the edge of the stitching, and then I'm going to marry the two lines up so that they're equal. Or a bit of glue there, it's the last thing I need. and then open this. Ooh. Yeah, you have to be careful with Fabri-Tac. It does give you a lot of wiggle room, which is good when you're wanting to, you know, do mats and layers. Or but now I've got glue on the inside, which I didn't want, because now I'm going to have to watch, because if I don't get all the glue off, it will stick, and then the last thing you want is it to stick, because when it sticks and you lift it up, then that's when your paper rips. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to burnish that down with my nail. If you don't have a nail, just your bone folder. And there you are, you can hear it sticking. So I can now put some clean stickers in there. I'll put the, and if you wanted, you could put like a little tab on there. You know, I don't have a smaller circle with me, I do at home, but I don't have one with me that would go in that. Give me 2 seconds. Alright, so I'm going to leave that there for the time being, because I don't know what I want to do. So we've got our little vellum pockets, we've got our tall, like 3 treble, and we've got our envelope. And what pocket are we going to put in here? I think I'll put a tuck spot, and again that's blues and so this one, what I'm going to do is I want it to cover half of the tag and glue it down so it's like a tuck spot. So what I'm doing is I'm just matching it up with the top, and I'm just going to draw around here, and again I'll speed this up. So we've got half a tag, and again I'm not really bothered if the doesn't go into the middle, it's fine. And I mean, this type of thing you could keep all your bits and papers in, or you know, your tickets off your clothes that you're going to make into tags, keep all those bits and pieces all neat and tidy. As I said, when my my daughter's oldest two were little, I'd bought them like little tag books, and we made scrapbooking of when I used to mind them, because we always went out and I took lots of photographs, and we used to sit and I used to print the photographs out and we used to cut them out, and they used to sit. And what I've done is I've just put that on the edge of that, and I've used fabric tack. Yeah, and we used to do some like scrapbooking and things like that, and I loved it. So we'll put a little blue one. I think we'll put that one up there. And we've got my Tracy labels. I've got some cut out, I think. I've got some numbers. That's what I can use as the closure on that envelope. Got a little B. Some. No, I haven't. I must put them away. Oh, there we've got a little tiny one here. That's my phone getting messages. Usually I switch all the notifications off or switch the sound down on my phone when I'm videoing, but I forgot to do it. I think it's because we're getting ready for coming away. This is Friday, we fly home on Wednesday. And I need to sort out what craft stuff I'm taking with me and what craft stuff I'm leaving, because we're allowed to. I'm allowed to leave a plastic box. Andreas and Mahalo are gonna store it for me, so I can leave my heavy stuff. So I'm quite pleased. I think we'll put the little honeybee, because that's what he is. The honeybees are drawn. And then we'll go back to this, and I think that's what we'll do there. So I'm just, and that was made out of a cereal packet, and I used my Cadence mixed media to give it the metallic-y rusty look. So I'm just going to put that there and stick that there, and again white the glue. The one thing about the fabric tack is it rubs. It's like photo glue. You can rub it off. It's quite good. Oh, that's my bracelet sticking on. The only thing with fabric tack is when you've got nail varnish on it, takes your nail varnish off because it's got acetone. Right. And then we will put that under there like that. So I think we'll leave that as it is, and we'll do the rest in another video. So just to recap, I'd already stuck that one down, and we can put these in here. We've got the tall tag pockets, that's 3. We've got this one, and we've now got this one. And what I'll do is I'll put that in there. And again, it's nice tuck up. It's not stuck down at the edges. How did I miss that? Right. Must have lifted and not stuck down. Anyway, it's stuck now. And then we've got the one at the back, and we also put the back plate on. So I'm going to decide how I'm going to do the tab tops, and we'll come back and we've got another 1, 2, 3 pages to do, and the tab tops with the closure. So I hope you enjoyed that, hope you get something out of it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.